Look at this. Look at this every time. They're telling me what role I'm going to play. I'm playing top lane Kench, and they're all like, no, you're a support. You're a support slave character, and that's all you'll ever be. What they're telling me. I'm going to start with this last. I thought I was against Malphite, which is why I picked Kench, but it always could have been Malphite jungle with their team comp. It looks like it's Yasuo top lane, I'm assuming. I was also considering going... Fervor. Fervor's decently strong on tanks. You just get really tanky but have a lot of attack speed, and you just get a lot of base raw damage. It doesn't require you to scale with anything other than attack speed.
Minions have spawned.
Now we shall gluttonize. From suffering, my
but it looks like, yeah, I'm against Yasuo. He has an ignite, so I just gotta watch out for that. I didn't have the rune page I wanted on this account either. I didn't have any like cooldown reduction per level or health per level or anything. No, he interrupted my auto, but then he drew minion aggro, so I didn't miss the minion. Feels good. Tahm Kench's mana cost in lane early kind of screw him pretty hard. You can kind of see how I'm going pretty quickly here, especially if you're using the devour as well. But so you have 180 mana here. If you tongue lash and then devour while tongue lashing, it eats the thing that you hit with your tongue, but it only costs the 50 mana that your tongue lash cost rather than the 90 mana that devour would cost. So it's a good way to save mana and wave clear AoE. No! I tabbed, I didn't have my hand on the right spot. I was taking some caffeine. No.
Might be savory.
Get him. I fucking ate a minion. I ate a minion! I was saving my Q to stun him if we needed it, and then I was like, might as well just eat him, and then I ate a minion. The misclick of our generation. I should have pinged Volley to help me push here. It's going to... He's not going to miss that much, even though he has a teleport. No, Jesus, what's going on here? Even though he has no teleport, he's not going to miss that much, because it's taking me forever to shove this up. It'll actually probably miss nothing, just because I failed that AoE. I'm not overly worried about overstaying here. I just gotta watch out for being ganked. Simply because I'm planning on going back anyway. But you see, I didn't even have the mana to use my my devour there, my W, but it let me anyway because you just have to hit it while your tongue's going out, even if you don't have the mana. It's kind of deceptive that way.
I shall return to this establishment shortly.
Teleport to the wave here. I have enough vision to feel confident. I have the tri-bush warded, or I did. I know that there wasn't anyone there. And I have the river. Crap. Oh no.
Another snack.
I forgot it. I'll get that one now. Not overly worried about hitting him extra well of that short duration where his shield's still active. Want to break the shield in case we do trade.
An enemy has been slain.
Preferably not using mana to break the shield with an auto is fine.
Flavor is what I call it. I must sample this buffet. Let us eat voraciously and over.
Let's see here. This lane's kind of stale. Tahm Kench definitely gets stronger later on. He's not like the big terror early. He does have the bonus health damage pre-6. He never used to have that. You used to have to get your ultimate unlocked to have the extra bonus health damage, but as you level up now, it starts to go up that extra damage. I'm not sure what levels it changes that. I haven't played Tahm Kench in quite a while. The thing about Kench is he can often get an advantage by people not understanding how much damage he's actually going to be able to do. Tried to time it and it worked to eat him. To eat him as the tornado was going off. I don't know, did he have his splash down? I don't remember. Uh-oh. No, this is gonna be easy peasy. He's fighting me in the minion wave. So I don't want to eat him here because he's tanking the whole minion wave. And now I can eat him to kill him. But that's one thing you gotta watch out for on Kench. When you eat someone, whoever is hitting them is no longer hitting them. Is this cannon minion shooting me? Feels like I'm getting destroyed. So right there, like, one thing I see that's always, like, the worst is if a Tahm Kench devours someone who they're, like, 80 carry shooting at, or who has, well played, tower. Anyway, Tahm Kench will eat someone who's like tanking a tower, which is going to do way more damage if it hits a couple hits on them, or tanking like 8,000 minion waves like Malphite was right there. And you eat them rather than just letting them get destroyed by the wave. So, sometimes using your W can be a bad choice. I have no idea what that tower was doing, but that tower was trying really hard. Well played to that tower.
I have tastes that aren't easily pacified.
But yeah, I don't know what that Malphite was doing. He was only level 5.
Another snack. I prefer to know when my next meal approaches.
And now I just start to get really tanky. Like, at the beginning I don't have as much damage because I scale with tankiness for damage as well. I don't have as much damage, but I'm also not as tanky. But now that I'm really tanky, I can just take like ridiculous amounts of punishment that might look like a bad trade. Bye-bye. King Worm's hitting him. It's another thing you can do, just pinging where you're going to be spitting them, so that, like, if your teammates have a targeted ability or targeted CC, that they know where to aim it, or they know how to position themselves. God bless that minion. I have a teleport up as well, and there's a ward that I could teleport to right there pretty decently. I just really want to get this tower. And we did. I used my Q to make sure I didn't waste as much mana, but then it ended up... The Q just eats whatever you hit with your tongue, and if there's something in the way of what you want to eat, it just eats that. Like right there, I wasn't able to hit the tank. I don't know where their jungler is. I'm not overly worried, honestly, but it'd be greedy to stay and die and give Yasuo any type of advantage that he shouldn't be getting. I'm just gonna go back right here and grab my Sunfire.
All the world's a river, and I'm its king.
So now I'm like really hard to kill, but that's also a DPS timer because I just do persistent damage with the Sunfire. I'm gonna be really strong this game.
Everyone ends downriver, eventually. Gluttony.
Also, it's really nice to have the Sunfire to AoE push the wave. It's one thing Tahm lacks is AoE push potential.
How delectable. Nothing escapes hunger.
I do have my teleport still. Please don't get your W. Or your Q. Sorry. Ah! I was too busy watching to see if I was going to get stopped. I might be in trouble here. We're going to get a lantern here. Lantern would be great. Oh no, I'm going to get a lantern. Can I get a lantern? No, there's... That is a confirmed no-go on the lantern. No lantern. I realized so. That was my fault. I could have teleported into, like, here, and then ulted into the fight if it looked like it was going to be good. I was more concerned to see if I was going to get stopped or not, but, I mean, if my teleport got stopped when I was watching where I was going, I would have known. Hey, look, I got stopped. I kind of want to try. Like, I'm not going to try it this game. Like I was talking about, I think, at the beginning of this game, considering going Fervor. Just because Tahm Kench is a champion that scales well with attack speed anyway. You build really tanky, you get more attack speed, you get more passive procs of your health, percentage of your own health damage. Add Fervor damage onto that, your auto attacks are doing quite a ridiculous amount and you're pretty tanky. And then you could get like a Trinity Force as like one like damage item. A lot of characters will go full tank and build like a Trinity Force or something, or a lot of like bruisers that build like really tanky go like Black Cleaver, but they can... Obviously, Cleaver would be the good choice here, but the Trinity Force would definitely feel strong. The extra mana would be helpful, the Sheen proc could even be helpful, the attack speed obviously great, cooldown reduction super. I wouldn't want to go for it though without, like I said, having the without having the Fervor. Just wanted to make sure TF didn't get anything off onto him. But yeah. If I had Fervor, maybe I'll play another game of Tahm in the future with Fervor and then try Trinity Force, and then that opens up the door for Titanic Hydra being even more effective as well. I was gonna actually put a ward there. I'll go put a ward over here. Don't need to ward there if that bush is already warded. Actually, we can just kill Yasuo.
A feast awaits.
Jump in my belly! 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 What the fuck?
To covet is to starve.
Alright, so we know Volibear doesn't know what champion I'm playing.
Enemy killing spree.
Let us eat voraciously and overindulge.
So Yasuo was just like really overextended. He might just like not be thinking, he might be like tilted, but I wasn't even expecting to go and kill him. I was really just going to want to do this. CCing the Scuttle Crab like I did right there makes it lose a lot of its defense, so it'll be easier for Volley to kill. I mean, he could have flipped it as well, but I'm just on the way out anyway.
Every heart has its own hunger.
Jump in the damn ballet! Yeah.
Is the season.
I don't know why he took that. I mean, maybe. Oh, now I know why he took that. Thread it! Oh, no threading. Feels bad. A lot of people up there. I mean, that was me trying to overextend and get another freebie on Yasuo. You see the devour animation, like you start it and it's gonna go off, like even if I get CC'd, it's something that's not getting interrupted, so Yasuo knocks me up, but I'm already starting my initial animation, and even though I'm knocked up, even though I'm CC'd, I get him with the W. Then he cannot proc his ultimate or run away while I'm knocked up because he's getting CC'd himself.
An enemy has been slain.
Gonna get a dead man's to make it easier to engage onto dudes. Oh, the runes I have this game, I have attack speed, quints, AD reds, armor yellows, magic resist blues. I'd more than likely want attack speed reds, armor quints, health per level yellows, and cooldown reduction per level blues, but I just don't have that book. I don't even have those runes on this account. What about mallet? You don't really need a mallet if you just hit your Qs. Like that. See that Q I just hit? And this is kind of what Kench turns into, just this tanky Leviathan that just keeps running at them. But unlike certain picks, he doesn't provide that much CC for his team. He provides the peel and whatnot, but he's not like a big AoE tanky threat like a Malphite would be. He's not overly slippery either, like a Poppy. He's just kind of like, I'm here, I'm unkillable, and I do a lot of damage, so deal with it. We can just keep going. There's a good hook. So it used to be that you wouldn't want to be using that to pop your health there, your bonus health into a shield, because then you're missing the opportunity to regenerate that as just health. Double power quick here. You're missing that opportunity to regenerate his health. And you're also wasting a cooldown that was very long back then. It's no longer that long of a cooldown. Then just teleport in. I'm healthy enough. No point in losing this tower for no reason. It looks like the world is actually not round, it's flat, and my proof is that Yasuo tilted off the face of the planet. He's just refusing to group up and he's just rage pushing, it looks like. I mean, the option of AFKing or rage tilt pushing, I mean, one of them you're still providing pressure on the map, obviously, but there's, he may be able to make more happen. He might be too weak, honestly, but it seems like his team thinks that he's doing the wrong choice. So now I got my dead mans, which will just let me run at them really easily. That was good. So I was flashing over the wall to CC Malphite so that he couldn't get in. Oh, he surrendered. Another thing to keep in mind is you can smite while you're CC'd. You can smite while snared, stunned, silenced. You can smite as long as you're in range to use that ability. You can smite through all of those. The only thing you can't smite through is suppression. Or if your smite's down, obviously. So if you get Warwick ulted, Malzahar ulted, or Urgot ulted, you're not going to be able to. You're not going to be able to smite even if you're in range. You're also not going to be able to smite if you can't see what you're smiting at, even if you are in range. So if you're like in a Grave Smoke, if you're in a Nocturnal and you can't quite see it, if you have a Quinn Blind on you, or if you get devoured by Tahm Kench. If you get devoured by Tahm Kench, you can't see anything other than Tahm Kench's model, basically, and like flailing around sometimes, graphical weird looking thing. But even right beside Baron, if I was to devour Malphite, he wouldn't be able to smite for the duration that he's in my belly, obviously. So I don't want to spit him out early. I want to hold him there as long as possible.